The heart pumps blood throughout your body to give the energy and oxygen to every cell. It's circulation of blood that is vital to sustaining life. As the blood moves, it pushes against the sides of the artery walls. The strength of this pushing is your blood pressure.
During sexual intercourse, sperm enters the vagina and begin their journey. Sperm swim at a rate of about 1 to 4 millimeters per minute. During ovulation, cervical mucus changes, facilitating sperm passage through the cervix and into the uterus. The female immune system may recognize sperm as foreign and attack them. Cilia create a sweeping motion to help sperm. The egg releases an enzyme which assists the sperm in reaching the egg. During sexual Scientists over 300 years ago described sperm tails swaying in a symmetric pattern like that of a snake. With the advent of three-dimensional microscopes, most recent studies have shown that sperms move by spinning rather than swimming. The sperm almost seem to be drilling into the surrounding fluid. The new 3D measurements are a big step forward in understanding sperm movement. Such research may inform the diagnosis and treatment of human infertility. Scientists over 300 years ago described sperm tails dystocia can occur when the baby's head is too big to fit through the pelvis. Another indication for C-section is placenta previa, when the placenta wholly or partially covers the opening of the uterus. Sometimes the baby is in breech position, so the feet are down instead of the head down. A prolapse of the umbilical cord or fetal distress before full cervical dilation can result in a loss of oxygen to the fetus and may even result in a stillbirth. Other indications include pelvic tumor or cervical cancer, active herpes infection. Macrosomia is when the baby weighs more than 4 kilograms. Hormonal IUDs release small amounts of the progestin hormone into your body. This hormone makes the mucus on your cervix thicker and blocks sperm so it can't get to an egg. The hormones in your IUD can also stop eggs from leaving your ovaries. These types of IUDs tend to make your period lighter and shorter. They may be a good option if you have heavy periods. With hormonal IUDs, your period may become less frequently or stop altogether. Hormonal IUDs release small amounts of the progestin hormone into your body. Copper IUD is wrapped in a small piece of copper. Because sperm does not like copper, they avoid the IUD. The copper alters the cervical mucus, making it more difficult for sperm to reach an egg and survive. It can also stop a fertilized egg from being able to implant itself, which prevents pregnancy. Because copper IUD doesn't use hormones, women using this IUD continue to get their monthly period. Copper IUD is wrapped in a small
extremely large surface area of the small intestine. The cells that line the small intestine are called epithelial cells. These cells are perfect for absorption because they have fingers, which increases the surface area for absorption of nutrients and other molecules through the membranes. Our brains control our thoughts, feelings, and behavior. What part of the brain controls emotions? The limbic system is a group of interconnected structures located deep within the brain. It's the part of the brain that's responsible for behavioral and emotional responses. These structures are generally accepted as part of the group of limbic systems. Hypothalamus, controlling emotion and also involved in sexual responses, hormone release, and regulating body temperature. Hippocampus has a major role in learning and memory. Amygdala. Amygdala help define and regulate emotions. These are called emotional remembrances. This structure plays an important role in fear and anger. Limbic cortex. This structure impacts mood, motivation, judgment, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction. What about the love?
Comment below.
The body of the penis contains 3 cylindrical masses of tissue. The lower mass is the corpus spongiosum, and the top 2 masses are called corpora cavernosa. An elastic fiber sheath called the tunica albuginea surrounds all 3 masses. A cross-section cut of each cylinder looks like a sponge because of the hollow lacunar spaces that fill with blood during an erection.
The pH of feces can vary from person to person, and even within the same person over time. While fecal pH is not a definitive diagnostic tool, it can offer some insights into digestive health. A healthy fecal pH typically falls within a range of 6.0 to 7.5. This range reflects a balanced gut microbiome. This is considered ideal for healthy adults. A pH under 6 could indicate a digestive issue, such as food allergy, lactose intolerance, bacterial, viral, or parasitic infection, or an irritable bowel. The pH of
The clitoris is a small, highly sensitive organ located at the anterior junction of the labia minora, inner lips, above the vagina, and external urethral opening. It has 4 main parts: the glans, the body or shaft, the crura or legs, and the bulbs of the vestibule. The glans at the top of the vulva is the only visible part. It is about the size of a pea, ranging from a few millimeters to over a centimeter. A hood of skin covers it called the prepuce or clitoral hood, which is analogous to the foreskin of the penis. It helps protect the clitoris glands from intense or constant friction. These hidden structures create a wishbone-shaped organ that wraps around the vaginal canal. The full clitoris measures about 9 to 12 centimeters in length. Rich in nerve endings, the glans alone has around 8,000 nerve endings, connected to 15,000 more throughout the pelvic region, making it one of the most sensitive organs in the female body, with the sole purpose of sexual pleasure. The clitoris
If a fertilized egg is missing one X chromosome, Turner syndrome occurs. In this condition, the female has only 45 chromosomes instead of the typical 46 because she is missing one X chromosome. It happens in about 1 in every 2,000 to 2,500 female births. Because the ovaries are underdeveloped or fail to function properly, estrogen levels are very low. As a result, girls with Turner syndrome may not go through normal puberty, often do not start menstruation, and have reduced or absent sexual desire unless they receive hormone replacement therapy. Estrogen treatment helps develop breasts, regulate the menstrual cycle, and improve libido and overall well-being. Other features may include short height, infertility, and heart or kidney problems, but intelligence is typically normal.
Within the breast, there are small clusters of granular tissues called alveoli. These alveoli are responsible for producing milk. During pregnancy, under the influence of hormonal changes, these alveoli begin to multiply and enlarge. By the time the baby is born, the mother's breasts have around 150,000 alveoli in each breast. This is many times more than the number of alveoli that a non-pregnant woman has. Within the breast, sperm penetrates the outer layer of the egg. Only one sperm can successfully break through this layer, and once it does, the surface of the egg changes immediately to prevent any other sperm from entering. When the sperm enters the egg, the tail is no longer needed and disintegrates. The head of the sperm fuses with the egg. The sperm's nucleus, which carries the father's DNA, fuses with the egg's nucleus, which contains the mother's DNA. The genetic material from both mother and father combines to create a complete set of 46 chromosomes, half of which are inherited from each parent. These types of HPV are spread during sexual skin-to-skin contact with someone who has it.
Klinefelter syndrome is a common genetic condition in which males have an additional X chromosome. There is a spectrum of symptoms, but the most typical are learning difficulties, reduced muscle mass, scant body and facial hair, and gynecomastia. Treatments usually involve physical and emotional therapy, as well as hormone replacement therapy. Klinefelter syndrome.
In the brain, alcohol directly affects neurotransmitters, which control behavior and thought. It blocks chemical signals between brain cells, called neurons, leading to the common immediate symptoms of intoxication, including mood changes and impaired ability to think, impulsive behavior, slurred speech, poor memory, slowed reflexes, and coordinate movement. The effects are directly related to the amount of alcohol consumed. However, like many drugs, alcohol also stimulates the release of dopamine in your body, which tricks your body into feeling pleasure, and can in turn make you associate drinking alcohol with feeling great. The tricky part here is that the more you drink alcohol to get that feeling, the less dopamine your body releases. Over time, you end up being mentally hooked, forever in search of that pleasurable feeling you think that alcohol gives you. This is where addictions take hold.